Okay, confession time. I once lost my keys while they were in my hand. So when I heard people literally found Peter under a basilica, I was like, cool, I can't find a doorknob, but sure, go ahead and discover an apostle beneath 5 layers of marble, totally normal. Picture this: Rome. Big church, even bigger dome. Underneath, a crawl space that looks like a history major's haunted basement. Wartime sirens above, dudes with lamps below. It's less Indiana Jones, more Extreme Home Makeover, Apostle Edition. They start digging because popes need new tomb space, as you do. And the question pops up, hey, what exactly is under the high altar we've been venerating for, 1700 years? Casual, no pressure. They hit an ancient Roman cemetery. Family tombs, little courtyards, frescoes that say, we liked color before Netflix. And right where early Christian travel guides said there would be a marker, boom. An awkward little structure. Short, boxy, looks like an altar's shy cousin. It's called a trophy. Not the shiny kind. This is where people kept pointing and whispering kind. Then they find a wall. It's covered in scratchy graffiti. Not fancy Latin inscriptions, panic writing. One message basically says, Peter is here, which, to be fair, is exactly what I wrote on my fridge in high school. Different Peter, less holy, ate my leftovers. Bones turn up because cemetery. But bones don't come with name tags. There are bones under the little frame. Bones stashed later behind that graffiti wall like someone's careful, low-budget safe. Scientists look at them and go, old man, strong, lived hard. Same report my mirror gives me every morning. They also find cloth fibers, purple dye, tiny gold thread. That's not how you wrap random leftovers. That's we care wrapping. That's Apple Store unboxing video energy, but for the 1st century. Weird detail, no feet. Why? One theory, if you take a body down fast, say from a cross, you might, prioritize. Is it proof? No. Is it the kind of clue that pats you on the shoulder and says, you're not crazy for wondering? Yes. Enter the epigraphist, the stone reader, who treats messy wall scratches like voice notes from the past. She maps letters, layers plaster, fights for the case like it's a group chat argument that will not die. Her vibe is CSI Basilica, but with rulers and patience. Meanwhile, above ground, popes speak carefully. First, we found the tomb area. Calm, gentle, no fireworks. Later, these bones, yeah, we think they're Peter's. Still calm, still no boom. This is not a mic drop. It's a librarian whispering, please notice this. And honestly, that restraint is what gets me. Nobody's waving skeletons around, yelling, owned. It's more like, here's the place, here's the structure, here's the graffiti, here's the type of man, here's the cloth, here's the weird missing feet thing. Put it together, go slow. Which is the opposite of how I assemble IKEA. I go fast, I go wrong. Then I repent with an Allen key. My favorite character down there? The worker with the lamp. In my head, he's the guy who keeps a tiny envelope of dust from the niche because he's human and it felt special. Years later, he returns it because his conscience has been doing push-ups. That's the whole story in one move. We borrow from the past, then we put it back better. Let's be real. This whole thing could have gone messy. Breaking. Apostle found. Everyone argues forever. But the tone stayed humble. The wall didn't perform. The stones didn't trend. People just kept reading, testing, praying, and labeling drawers like extremely holy librarians. Here's where I make it personal and mildly embarrassing. When I heard about the missing feet, I did the sensible thing. I checked under my couch. Because maybe I've been sitting on relics. Or pretzels. It was pretzels. But for about 4 minutes I was like, I too am a custodian of sacred mystery. Then I realized the mystery was expirations dating back to the Renaissance. Absurd conclusion time. I considered calling my landlord to inform him my apartment sits over an important archaeological site. Specifically, a stratified deposit of snack archaeology. Dorito horizon, early pandemic, Pop-Tart layer, late-night editing period, and the rare, ceremonial, where did this avocado sticker even come from, stratum. I planned a press conference. I drafted a statement. Ladies and gentlemen, beneath this IKEA coffee table lies the witness of a people who couldn't be bothered to get a dustpan. Then I tripped on my ring light and remembered humility. Back to Rome. The Basilica keeps breathing sunlight like a giant warming its hands. Down below, the letters stay messy and sincere. The bones, named or not, rest in a place held up by evidence and reverence, doing a quiet handshake. So what's the takeaway besides clean under your couch? Two things. First, curiosity and faith are not enemies. You can take measurements and still say prayers. You can read a wall like a poem and a lab report like a diary. If truth is real, it won't mind being asked for ID. Second, history is teamwork. Workers, scholars, popes, pilgrims, everyone brought something. Lamps, rulers, letters, patience. Even the person who scratched, "Peter is here," with a shaky hand. That's data. That's devotion. That's, honestly, beautiful. Do I know with capital C certainty that those bones are Peter's? I don't. Do I respect how seriously people tried to answer that question without turning it into a boxing match? Absolutely. And here's the light little shift that hit me. Maybe the point isn't winning an argument. Maybe the point is standing where gratitude stacked up and letting it change the way you stand everywhere else. So, yeah, some folks found Peter under a basilica. I found pretzels under my couch. They returned dust to a niche. I returned crumbs to the trash. Both acts were, in their own tiny way, about respect. If you ever go to Rome, step inside the basilica. Look up, then look down. Think of tunnels, lamps, and people who kept their voices gentle when certainty was tempting. Walk out a little slower. Maybe send a text to someone you love. Hey, you're here. No graffiti required.